Is it on? Yeah. All right. So this is once you're going to add the music to your program. You have all this stuff done, your timeline. Let me zoom in a little bit. You got all your timeline the way you want it. Now what we need to do is insert the music. So before we can come up here and import the music, we're going to actually have to make the music. Now, the music is really important because music can affect how you watch something. The old-fashioned is, if you ever want to watch a scary movie and not be scared, turn off the sound. Because it's the sound that actually makes the movie scary. And you can take that with anything. You can make a scary movie funny by adding funny music to the movie. Just to show you how the movie works. I got two videos here. They're the exact same videos with different types of music. This one's the gentle one. Supposed to be showing you the beauty of snowboarding. With this soft, slow music, it kind of seems like they go even slower. Kind of forget the fact that these guys are doing insane things. This dude, he's like 6 stories in the air. If he misses that ramp and he just lands on the ground from there, he's dead. So it goes along, and we got all this beautiful sound, and these guys are really good until we get to about here. This dude. All right. Everybody was good, and then we have this. That's a bad day. All right, so that's our beautiful sound. Now, I have another one here. Exact same video. It's going to seem different. You know, most people, I actually like this one a little bit better and stuff also. But exact same video. It's just going to seem completely different because of the music. Now listen how the music stops and starts when he lands. Now that's something that I'm going to expect you guys to do. That's the actual music production aspect. When you make your music and you put your music with video, that's one thing. But then to get all the timing down and make sure it's the right type of music and everything else, guys, that's the music producer's job. That's to make sure that everything fits. When you watch movies and stuff, at the end you'll see the credits. There's a sound producer and there's a music producer. Guys, those guys get paid big bucks just to make sure things happen at the right time. The last thing you want to have happen is an explosion go off, and 2 seconds later, you get to hear the sound. You got to make sure it all happens at once. That's what you guys are going to be doing. You guys are going to make sure that your music fits where it happens. There, the guy landed and the music started up. If I advance a little bit here, we have another one where the music starts before he lands, and it doesn't have the same effect. So now the music stops, but then it starts back up. See how the landing really didn't have any effect? Where the very first one, we had more of an effect. Oh, sorry. Right here. So you want to have that type of effect with your music. So you're going to have to choose the right type of music. Now, you guys are actually going to be using Mixcraft. Well, for Mixcraft here, when we open it up, to make your music for your first video, you're actually going to choose Record Yourself. It's going to come up. Now, down here below on our library, guys, so far you've been mainly using song kits. You're allowed to use the song kit for making your music. Or the other thing you can try is you can switch to style. And when you switch it to style, you have different types of music that fit your project. Now, here's my project so far. If we just look at the pictures real quick, just so we can remember, let's put it about here. All right, so there we got some kids and a soldier. Here we got some kid waving the flag. There we got some hornets going across and a girl and her dog being reunited. All right, so those are my pictures. Now we want to find music to fit that, so we're going to have to make music. I can come down here and try, all right, I want natural ambience. I don't know. Rain? Okay, that's dumb. All right, so maybe we don't want natural ambience. Let's just try something here. I don't know. Oh, wait, there I saw one. Let's try drama. Bittersweet. Not bad. All right, let's just drag it up here and put it in there. Now, remember in your pictures, that might be all you need. You're probably I want you to have more than one track so you can come down through. You can try another one and see if you like that. See if that works. Try another thing. Especially if you're in the song kits, you can start to make a song that fits with it. Once you get your music, all right, let's pretend we did all that already. Once we get our music, what you're going to do is you're going to come up here to File, and you are going to mix down to. You're going to mix it down to a WAV file. I'm hitting no just for now. Normally you'd hit yes. You're going to save it to your computer the way you've been doing. So you go to computer, you go to AC150, all that sort of stuff. Just for time's sake, I'm going to save it to the desktop. Here, I'll name it blah, blah, blah. I'm going to save that. So, all right, we don't need to hear it. Now, over here, I need to import my music. So I'm going to import audio or music. I put mine on my desktop, so I'm just going to go there real quick and find my beautiful title. There it is. And we're going to import it. So there's my song, blah, 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 and I'm going to drag it down in, put it at the very beginning, and I'm going to let go. Now, this is where I am able to see my music. All right, well, I can see my music is too long. So I'm going to drag it shorter so I get to the end. Now, the first thing is if I click here, when I listen to it, my music's just going to stop. Well, that doesn't work good. So I can right-click on my music and fade out. Now, a little bit better, but there's still a note there I'd probably want to change. But what I want to do is make sure that my music and my pictures fit, not only the way they sound, but fit physically. That's where you start to look at these lines and you see how they match up. Now I'm going to use another song just so we can see this a little bit easier. I'm going to take this one down just for now as a demo. Watch the video and listen to the music. All right, so the music kind of fits what I'm trying to portray. But listen here in the beginning. You're going to hear an acoustic guitar and then all of a sudden a downstrum of an electric guitar. Watch the video. See if the downstrum gets any credit. Really doesn't get any credit, does it? Good part in the music, everything else. All right, so what am I going to do? Well, first you got to decide, is this picture where the big old downstrum? That's up to you to decide. Out of what I have here, me personally, I'd probably switch these two. I'd put this here. And then if I go to my timeline, I can look at my music and decide where that strum should be. Now, I just happen to know, and I'll see if I can get it pretty close. It's going to be just a hair off. But now watch and see if the music makes more sense with the image. All right, it's just a hair off. But we have this acoustic guitar, and when we hear this downstrum, all of a sudden we see a bunch of fighter jets. That works. Now, how do I know where to do it in the music? Well, you can come down here and you can actually see right there, that's my big old downstrum. That's why I'm just a little bit off, so I'd have to adjust that just a little bit. But you're able to see your music. When you transfer over your music, again, you can see your music to see where there's notes that you want louder. If your music was not long enough, let's pretend it's not long enough, you have two things. You can go back and make it longer. My suggestion is you always look to see how long your pictures are and make sure the music is at least that long, or maybe 5 to 10 seconds longer. Because now that you adjust things, things are going to get moved up here. So you look at the music, or you put your music in twice. So if I was to come to the end, let's say we had pictures up here, I could simply drag this down in. This, there's no sound. I could overlap it just like I did before, so the music kind of repeats itself. And it really doesn't break track. It just kind of keeps going. so you can overlap your music. This part with your music matching up with your images, making the right type of music, guys, this is the part that is going to be helping you get your grade. Does that make sense? The final step that you would have to do then, I can't grade this yet because this is just on your computer. The way I grade it, I have to go over here to the left, select Finish Movie, Save to my computer. When you hit Save to my computer, you're going to give your movie a title. Then where to save it? Guys, same thing as before. You're going to browse. Don't save it in My Videos. That's, again, on just your computer. Instead, go to Computer. Once you get to Computer, click on AC 150, all the different steps you've been doing it, save it to your seat folder. Once you hit OK and you finally save it to the spot that you want it, I'm just going to say that for right now, it comes to the next screen. Best quality, yes, you hit Next, and it'll actually start to record your project. Any questions? I grade your final movie. I don't grade your movie project. Your final movie is what I grade. No? Questions? We're good?